What's up with this Wembenyama dude, man? Every time I look, I'm like, yo, he about to fall.
Next my podcast. What's up, bro?
Welcome back to another episode of the Bench Mob ENT podcast. If you're watching this right now on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening to this, follow it, subscribe, write a review, leave us 5 stars. It's a special one tonight. We got the newly head coach of Columbia in the building, and we got the assistant coach in the building. Head coach Dion Mingo, assistant coach Greg Sinsmere on the show. Congratulations to y'all. Appreciate y'all hopping on. I don't know if you want to start off by saying anything, any predictions with how the season's gonna go, but head coach Dion Mingo, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. It's been a while since I've been on. I think the last time I was on was during the pandemic. And that's when I think when you guys really started pushing this thing out. And it's been nothing but a huge success. A lot of people are watching. A lot of people got stuff to say about Greg and his takes. But if they got something to say, that means they're watching. So that's a good thing. You know what I mean? As far as the job at Columbia, appreciated all the well wishes that I'm getting from different people, different coaches. Good opportunity. I think we can make some noise, and we got some really, really good young players. You know, Greg could attest to that also, and it's just a good environment, good town. Both of the towns, Maplewood, South Orange, a lot of good kids, access to the gym, working with the kids, a lot of workouts, running the hills. We're in the summer league right now, the Linden Summer League. We did a team camp. We did Jersey Live. It's just a lot, you know, but I know taking over when you're a head coach for a program, you're basically working year round. So I knew once I, committed to taking the job, I had to hit the ground running, meet parents, meet some kids, get in the gym, try to implement my system, my philosophy. And it's been great. You know, having Greg there is great. He's a former Columbia Cougar himself, so he's giving me insight about the town and certain different things and just the high school or whatever the case is. So it's good. It's good having him. It's good having him.
Well, we know your track record. If people don't know, you got the article in your bio. You have a track record of wherever you go. You change names around. North 13th, North Tech.
Yeah.
You coach plenty of players that's either played D1, they're playing overseas, they play pro.
Yeah.
Every time I end up going into the gym, I know Dion. I was coached by Dion. So This opportunity, I don't see anything being different, nothing but success in the future for Columbia. Greg has already told me the amount of practices, the amount of workouts y'all doing. I'm seeing the kids throwing up on the hill. That's that good work. That's that good work.
Yeah, look, I often get parents rather be like, you've been coaching for 17, 18 years? And I'm like, yeah, especially like if I'm with my son or something like that, they often mistake me and my son for like brothers or whatever. So that's
Black
a compliment for me.
Black don't
I know.
crack.
But a lot of different players that I still have a relationship with. And that's my philosophy with coaching. Like, yeah, if you go on and play college, it's great, but more so is like graduate, do something with yourself, and just be a productive, citizen. But I got a lot of kids that I still mentor and talk to, and just try to help them in every way, shape, or form I can. But and then there's some that fall to the wayside. That's just the reality of the situation. Like you got some kids that people always tell you the great stories, but some of them will be like, you know what, coach, I should have listened. Coach, I should have did that. I should have went to class. But you try to help them, uplift them. It's life. Life hits you in so many different ways, angles. You just got to try to help them as much as you can. I mean, we got guys at Columbia. I'm new. They see things the way they want to do it. And I got things the way I want to do it. And they're young, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. They don't know no better right now. So, they're looking like, well, coach is a little hard on me. they'll appreciate it later on. You know, you got to be in it for the right reason.
Facts.
All facts right there. You mentioned y'all in summer league, perfect transition. NBA summer league is here. For those that's watching this, I am predicting, I'm gonna speak it into existence. Next year, Bench Mob will be at summer league. We're gonna be in there some way, somehow. We're gonna be there, interviews, all that good stuff. We're gonna go to the games. Games are super cheap anyway. It's like $12 to get in for like 6 games in a day. It's crazy. So we'll be there next year. But we here in Jersey right now. What's y'all biggest takeaway so far from Summer League? You got the Jabari Smiths of the world, Andrew Nimhart. What was y'all biggest takeaway so far in Summer League?
I mean,
Greg, go ahead. I'm sorry. Greg.
No, go ahead. I was like, well, you get something.
I was gonna say the kid Miller. You know, I mean, I just feel like you got a chance to take a guy like Scoot Henderson. You don't pass him up, even if you got LaMelo Ball on your team. I watched Miller in the tournament. He's had like games where he had no points. You know, he had like 10 points or whatever the case is. He's just, to me, he don't look super athletic. He's good, you know, but there's times I was watching a couple of the games and he's just like a regular player over there. Unless they, you know, say, hey, number 2 draft pick, Brandon Miller, you won't be able to tell. So I won't say a disappointment, but, you know, it's only a couple summer league games. But me, I would have taken Henderson wouldn't even think twice. I'd have took Henderson before I took him.
Hey, Dion, who made the choice to take Miller over Henderson? Who did that?
Well, management for the Hornets. So Mike wasn't involved with that.
He wasn't.
He wasn't involved with that. He
literally made the choice.
No, he was dealing with selling the team, selling his share or whatever. You know, but he didn't do that because it was up to him. He would have took school. So Mike is so tired and he's tired. So he's like, look, y'all do whatever y'all want to do. I took LaMelo. I put y'all in a good spot. You know, so they went ahead with Miller. Mike is tired. He got a lot going on with his son. And you know, it's just a lot, man. You know, it can wear on you. And this is what you guys don't understand. Like, guys like Mike, you know, it's just a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I see.
It's a lot. But I see how you try to segue that into he screwed it up. No, he ain't screwed it up.
I think he did, but okay.
Why he screwed it up, Greg?
To Dion's point, no. I think ultimately Scoot was going to be better than LaMelo anyway.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I love LaMelo, by the way. I just
Scoot is a grown man already, leader of men. Like the first game, they had a mic on him. That sounds like a five-year point guard already.
Yeah.
He's a leader, like, and off the charts. And Joker has he's built like Russell.
He's built like Westbrook, but he has like D Rose's like athleticism. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
9 D Rose. But then he thinks the game too. Like, he's not an idiot out there. He knows
he thinks the game like Chris Paul. He has the athleticism of D Rose, and then his body is built like he's baby Bron.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
He's a good player. I like him.
Respectfully, LaMelo doesn't have that, but Greg and Miles, what's been your biggest takeaways from Summer League so far?
Knicks ain't cooking right now, so I'm not sure Miles gonna have a lot to say because they ain't have no.
We're not worried about the Summer League. That's a move.
Oh yeah, right.
We worry about the regular season when we can't make the playoffs. That's what we worried about. Miles, I forgot you the Knicks and the Jets, right? Come on, Miles. Oh man. All right. It's all good. It's all good.
What you mean? We had a good year this year.
Jets or the Knicks?
We're talking basketball.
Okay. Wasn't I mean, look, they made the playoffs last year. They made the playoffs this year. And it's all, you know, the Knicks is like, you know, the father who's always, I'm coming to get you on Saturday, man. And you looking out the window and ain't nobody there. It's like, yo, where you at? You said you was, you know what I'm saying? Like, they made the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, what you gonna do? What's the next step?
Deadbeat franchise.
It's coming.
It's not even.
What you mean? It's coming.
Look.
I
I'm
promise you.
gonna tell you this. They need to get rid of Thibodeau.
Yep.
They need to get rid of Thibodeau. And if you could trade for the lefty, they got 3 lefties. Randall.
Get rid of
If you
Randall.
could trade for Randall and get something good, now you cooking.
I agree.
But
You're on the same page.
You're not gonna do nothing with Randall because Randall here's the problem with Randall. He think he a one. He think like everything goes through me. Like you ain't that type of player. Like you a good, solid, like second, third guy. He might be a third guy to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But he think he a one. They think he a one. They gave him the money or whatever the case is. But I'll just trade him. That was me. That was what I'll trade him.
I mean, these guys are getting better. Each year, they're going to keep getting better. Like IQ, he improved last year, runner-up for 6-man. Quentin Grimes finally stepped up, although he was banged up towards the end. And I still believe in RJ. I think he's making strides. He's only 23, so it's like, how can you give up on a kid like that?
The Canadian Jordan, you believe in him?
Maple Jordan. Maple Jordan.
I thought it was Maple Mamba.
Oh my God.
Maple Mamba, that's crazy. Well, you know who the best Canadian is, right?
Don't say Vince Carter. He's not Canadian.
No, Jamal. Jamal just won a championship, man.
Jamal Murray.
Jamal's out there cooking. He look good. But some people Shea might be better, might be more talented. Like he got a better upside. But Jamal is to me, better player, gets it done. Get it done. He champion, won a championship. Like, come on, he was big part of that
84 on 2K, so I don't know.
I saw that. That's crazy.
84 on 2K. Look,
84.
Well,
Wow.
I was saying about him throughout the entire playoff run. I was saying, look, he's good. Is he a top 5 point guard in basketball? I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I'm gonna be honest. And the 84 kind of corroborates that. I'm just saying, kind of corroborates that, right? But on the summer league aspect, guys that stand out to me. I mean, we can talk about the Wemby. We'll talk about Wemby, I'm sure. So we'll talk about that. But Jabari Smith, obviously, he came back with a handle, which is that's great, right? Last year, look, he couldn't walk straight last year in Houston. I watched him play in person. I told y'all that, and it was just terrible. They didn't run anything for him. Yeah, Silas. It just looked like an AAU team watching Houston play. So it was tough. But he's made vast improvements just from what we've seen in summer league this far. I'm gonna shout my guy out, Jalen Wilson, man. I watched Jalen Wilson today for the first time, and I was thoroughly impressed. That's the kind of guy that's gonna help you win basketball games like right away. And they signed him to a 2-way deal. That's gonna convey into a full guarantee contract. I guarantee it. There's no way that he isn't gonna be brought onto the team this year and make the full-time roster for the Nets. I know I'm a Nets guy, I get it, but I got to show that guy love. Like he rebounds the ball. He's a knockdown shooter. He's got a nice physical frame. He's 6'8", 220, 225. He's strong. I like him. Goes to the basket. Just a winning player. Makes good decisions with the ball in his hands. Doesn't turn it over. That's another guy. Scoot. I'm sure we'll talk about him, but his first game looked incredible before he got hurt. I know he went 5 for 13. It wasn't like the stat line doesn't blow you away. The eye test, he passed all the tests, bro. He passed it all. Like his ability to he just looks better. He can blow past any defender at any given time. Like that's his superpower. If he has you one-on-one, he's getting by you. And that's something that you can't really teach. That first step is electric. The jump shot will come. The jump shot will come with time. So he also stood out to me as well. There are other guys, but I could do this all day. I could take the entire time for the podcast and tell you about other guys I've seen. Miller has been underwhelming. Brandon Miller, Kill Mill, as we affectionately call him on the podcast. He has been Miles. Miles came up with that one. That was Miles.
I've never said that before.
But yeah, he's been underwhelming as well. I've been unimpressed, but I just want to make sure that we don't, go too far with him. I think he's going to come along and have a good career in the NBA. Is he better than Scoot? No. Will he ever be better than Scoot? I don't think so. It was a mistake by Michael Jordan, regardless of what Dion tells you.
So are you overreacting to summer league? Is that it?
Huh?
Are you overreacting to summer league?
No, I'm not overreacting. I say he's having a good career. But I think Scoot is the better prospect. I think we all acknowledge that. You know what I mean? It's a mistake. When you're as bad as the Hornets are, you don't try to take a player for fit when you're picking that high. Fit doesn't matter. You pick the best prospect. That was Scoot. You don't pick for fit at number 2. You're number 2 for a reason. You suck. So you take the best player and then you just mold your team around the best player. You just do that, right? Continue to take blue chip talent. So you do. Oklahoma City's done that. And look how it worked out for them, right? They're in a great spot right now. They've done that, and they've acquired picks left and right. They take the best player available. Now they're picking for fit now because they're a good team.
OKC don't. They got a lot of good players from overseas. They got a good nucleus.
Yeah.
A lot of overseas guys, Australian guys, a couple guys from Europe or whatever the case is. So, I mean, they got shit. They got him in a trade, you know. So I don't know. I mean, look, the whole thing with Lillard, you know, everybody is you know, he should get traded, and the Blazers owe it to him to send him off the right way. The Blazers don't owe him anything. Nothing. They don't owe him nothing. He got a $200 and some odd million deal, which he's still getting paid. Well, he's still gonna get paid whether he go here or go there or stay, whatever the case is. So, you know, now that these guys realize, what these guys don't realize is that everybody is not going to win an NBA championship. Some of these guys might not even make the playoffs. Yeah. They might make the playoff 1 or 2 times in their careers.
Yep.
If that, let alone get to a conference finals and a championship. Come on, man. You know, but you know, they all think it's easy. You know, let me team up with this guy, do what I need to do. And then you realize, like, oh snap, I gotta really play defense now. I'm not gonna get the ball that much. It's different. It's not that easy. You know, you want to go to the Heat. The Heat, Pat Riley gonna be like, yo, if you don't guard and do what you need to do, we ain't gonna win nothing, and we ain't gonna keep you around here. You know. So if I was him, I would just, you know, hey, look, I would like for y'all to trade me, but if y'all don't, I'll stay here, do what I need to do, collect my money. You always, you know, let the Blazers offer him another extension. He's gonna take it.
Yep.
It's all nonsense, man. They don't owe him nothing. Bill will find out too. He'll find out he about to play with Kevin Durant. That is crazy. Like, if it's somebody that you don't want to play with or you want to stay away from, it's Kevin Durant. You don't want to play with him, man. Is either he gonna get traded or he gonna get you traded. He gonna be like, yo, I can't play with him. I can't. You know, like my boy James Harden realized quick, like, I gotta get out of here, man.
Oh God.
I can't deal with these jokers. I'm out. What my boy James do? My boy went down to Philly, took him to the finals. He, you know, Embiid ain't show up. You can't put it all on James. You can't.
What finals did they go to? Did I miss something?
Then they go to was it Eastern Conference? I'm sorry. Second round. Come on, man.
That's not good. It was
James is the best passer in the league, and he can score when he got his mind right. But he, you know, come on, that guy's. He can pass the ball, man.
When he lays off those honey buns, he can score at will. It's just he started eating whenever he wanted to eat. You know what I mean?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, it does. I got sources.
Did you see the first game against the Celtics?
What, in the playoff series?
Yeah.
You talking about that 40-piece?
I know what he's talking about. Look, that was a flash. You know, it reminds me of D-Wade. Remember when D-Wade was at the end and you saw it and his knees were going bad? And he'd have like a 40-point game, and then for the next 3 games, it'd be like 15, 16, 9 of 22, like just looking terrible. It reminds me of that. The only difference is James is smarter. He can pass. He's cerebral with it. I understand that. I give him that. But I'm just saying, I've seen that guy dog it in 2 different locations, Houston and Brooklyn. He said he didn't want to be there no more, and he just could.
Hold on. He dogged it in Brooklyn.
He dogged it in Brooklyn at the end.
He wasn't hurt. He played. He ain't get suspended. He ain't hold out. He played. No, no, no. Am I right or wrong? Tone Miles, did he play? Did he ever say, "Yo, I'm sitting out because it's too cold outside. I'm
I
not
wish he
playing
did
this
that.
game."
I wish he did
No.
that.
He played. He played.
He
Miles, you know
played.
damn well, Miles. Yo, Miles, don't do that.
He played.
Miles know damn well what James did, the little stun he pulled. I watched it in person. I once watched him play with the Wizards on like a Monday night. I saw him and Katie getting into it. I saw that whole thing. I saw him literally walking to get back on defense. Walking. He looked fat, man. I'm telling you. He looked fat. Harden is fat.
That's not nice.
Harden is
That's not
fat,
nice.
bro. I know it's not. I
That's
know
not
it's not
nice.
nice. This is real though. You know what's not nice? To treating the paying customer, the fans, the way he treated the fans, bro. How he did Brooklyn fans was dead wrong. You saw him walking in Houston. Look, that last year he requested trade in Houston. He walked in with the what was that? He had a kangaroo pouch on his stomach. That was crazy. It was crazy.
Am I missing something?
No,
Am I missing something?
tell me I'm wrong. Hey, Tom, when you post this clip, just post a picture, the viral picture of him standing by the storage table. He looks like he spent the last 6 months at McDonald's. He like he was in Supersize Me. Just post a picture.
Supersize. Hey, do they still supersize? I don't think they supersize.
Not anymore.
They don't supersize.
Miles and Tone know what I'm talking about.
It's all good.
Oh,
What's up with this Wembenyama dude, man? Because what's up? What y'all think?
It was soft. It was real soft, but I'm not surprised. I feel like once he had that good game, they were like, all right, we could take a deep breath. We could breathe a sigh of relief. Because that first game, he looked real shaky and looked like he's not ready for this game yet. And then he came out and he had a good game in the second one. And they don't want him to have another bad game going into the rest of the summer league. So I think they did that to kind of coddle and save him a little bit going into the off season and getting ready for training camp. But I mean, everybody usually plays the majority of summer league. I don't usually see guys getting shut down like this right off the bat. Like, it's not like he was getting bodied and hurt or anything. He didn't sprain an ankle, but
Miles, he had some close calls though.
well, yeah, that dunk. I was like, damn, the legs look like they're about to give out.
Yeah, man. He was an injury waiting to happen. He's an injury waiting to happen.
Even before the dunk, the whole mindset of that squad, they was literally just bullying him and getting mad physical. And I know, like, they put the camera on Pop a couple times. Pop was looking a little bit nervous, like, hey, watch how he fall now. I saw that coming down the road. It was like Miles said, let's build his confidence back up. Sit down, you come to practice. You ain't playing with half of these jokers anyway once the season starts.
Right.
Half of them don't even know how to get him to rock in the position to really score and excel. You're dealing with a bunch of players pretty much in the whole league. They don't even know how to do an entry pass. So they can't do an entry pass. They ain't getting the ball to Wemby anyhow in the best position to score. And on top of it, when we really think about it, those that know, this wasn't going to be the year that he went and averaged 20, 12, and he's a project. It's what everybody's excited about with Wemby is what he could be in 3, 4 years, 5 years, especially being coached by Pop, Tim Duncan, the great Spurs organization. At minimum, off the rip, he's going to be a generational defensive talent. That's where he's going to make his. That's where he's going to make his bones is on defense.
I agree with that. I think defensively he's going to disrupt the game, but I mean, I just find it hard. Like big guys like that, you know, like they get hurt. You don't want to wish on nobody getting hurt, but it's just the lower extremities is like, and he is not like a girthy guy. Like Embiid is a big dude, but his lower body is stout. You know, like Wembenyama, he's just every time I look, I'm like, yo, he's like about to fall, man. It's like, yo, like do something. But you know, I don't think the part that I don't like is when they put all that pressure on a guy like that and say he's the best talent we ever saw. Like what? You know, so I don't know. I just, you know, I mean, we saw LaMelo Ball go to Australia and dominate. He dominate that league, that Australian league. I have yet to see a European guy come over to like the G League Ignite, even though I know it's fairly new, and dominate. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I just feel like he's gonna be good defensively, but I don't know if he's not playing 82 games. I'll tell you that right now. He's not playing 82 games.
No way.
They're gonna load manage him and try to keep him fresh and all that stuff, you know. So 7'5", 7'3", whatever.
7'5".
That's pretty tall. But look, I might have been like, look, man, we need to take Scoot. Give me Scoot, man. Come on down. But they ain't gonna do that. They're gonna take they took him. They're damn sure when it took Miller number 2, though. I'll tell you that right now. I took one of them twins. Number 2.
Yep. They're good. They're good. They stand out. Standouts.
And then Miller got too much off the court stuff going on too. You know, like that right there. You know, I don't want that a part of my organization, but you know, everybody deserves a second chance.
That's why Miles called him Kill Mill.
Kill Mill is crazy, but I would never say that. But okay.
Hey, we in the same boat. I wouldn't say that either.
Kill Mill.
I'm surprised Greg ain't mentioned your boy Keontae George has looked really good.
Yes.
I
forgot.
So far, and I don't know how that works over there in Utah because THT, he opted in. Colin Sexton opted in. They still got my man that came over for like the end of the season that was out of the league for a little bit. He's still on the roster at point guard. Keontae George, I like his game. It's just it's a log jam over there in Utah.
But they did what I just said. What I said, when you suck, you don't worry about fit. You take the best player available. I don't care if you got a log jam. You take the best player and you figure the rest out. Jordan Clarkson, the tradable contract. You can just trade him. I don't know I don't know what guard you're talking about off the top of my head.
Chris Dunn.
He's talking about Chris Dunn.
Chris Dunn. Get him out of here. You ain't got to worry about that. What are you talking about? That's salary filler. That's salary filler. We can get him out of here. That's the way I see it. Right?
Chris is pretty good though.
He played very well for Utah in the last 25 games.
I did see he played well. I did see he had like a Dennis Smith Jr. type of season. So I'll give him some love. And but you know, if Chris was on the podcast right now, he'd be defending. That's a Connecticut guy. That's his guy. So I understand. So that's fine. But you can still move on. What you say? He knows Chris Dunn.
Basketball like that?
No, he knows Chris Dunn. No, he knows him like straight up.
Right.
Like, he has a
Dunn didn't go to Connecticut.
No, but he's from Connecticut, though, I believe.
Oh, okay. He went to Providence.
He went to Providence. Yeah.
Providence, but he's from Connecticut apparently. I think he dated one of his sister's friends. Some random connection. It don't matter.
Oh man, this dude on here telling everybody business. Man. Jesus Christ. Come on, Greg.
We can cut.
Yo, y'all might have. Yeah, get me out of that, bro. Don't put me on that one. Jesus Christ. He said he dated. Oh my Lord, Greg, you out here wilding.
Bro, you spilling the tea right now.
It's all right,
It'll be cut. It can get cut. I'm telling you.
Greg over there hopped on spill instead of threads.
Right.
Bruh. Yo, listen, they took the best player available, bro. That's his right move. That's good GMing. Keontae will play this year. He'll get a lot of minutes. He'll grow.
I got a question. Is Danny Ainge the GM in Utah?
Yeah.
Sir.
Oh, yeah.
How? When did that happen and why is he there?
Well,
why?
Why he's there is a long conversation, but
this is craziness.
It's very fitting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yo.
So long story short, Danny Ainge being over there has to do with his Mormon ties and connections with the Mormon church and Utah being heavily Mormon. And I think the owner at the time, before it got sold to Dwayne Wade and his friend, Ryan, before it got sold to them, he had a relationship with him and they signed Danny Ainge to be GM before they sold the team. And then he was there before Wade and Ryan Smith got there. So that's how that happened.
Then he hired Hardy from the Celtics, who we already knew, and they kind of went from there. Not really, it's just Celtics West. Utah's just Celtics West. You know, that's really what it is. But yeah, that's how that came about, man.
When y'all switch to football, let me know. I got a question I want to ask you guys.
I bet. I just want one thing I want to touch on with basketball. Free agency, pretty much the teams are pretty much set. It's a couple of trades that could happen, obviously with Harden, possibly with Dame, obviously. But from what it looks like, Dame not getting traded till God come back. So we ain't gonna worry about that. What team do y'all think can be this year's Sacramento Kings? Nobody thought Sacramento was gonna be a top 4 team. They played well. Obviously, they lost in the first round. But what team, based off their free agency moves, you think can be this year's like Cinderella shock team in the NBA?
It's not based off free agency moves for me, because they didn't do much. They were pretty inactive. But Oklahoma City can make noise. That's kind of the way I look at it. Like,
Fair enough.
yeah, I think Oklahoma City can make a real run. Like, and I don't mean like go deep in the playoffs. I just mean they're gonna win a lot of games this season. It's gonna catch people by surprise. Adding Chet to that mix, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a free agent acquisition, but adding him if you didn't have him for the entire season, adding that kind of rim protection, he can shoot. I'd argue he's better than Wembenyama. I mean, he is. Wembenyama ain't done anything yet, right? He ain't done anything yet, Miles. I don't know why Miles looked like I said something crazy.
Well, neither has Chet.
Chet, I still think Chet has at least been more productive in summer league games than Wembenyama has. And it don't look like when Chet walks, if a fan goes too hard, you're gonna fall over. It don't look like that either. Chet looks more put together. So I'm gonna give Chet the benefit of the doubt. I like Chet.
Gained like 15 pounds, they said.
Yeah. He put weight
He
on.
looked different. Got a beard and everything. I'm like, okay.
Look home.
Look like some.
Yeah. So I think that team can make noise. But Shea gonna make real MVP. Is gonna get MVP consideration this year. He's that good. He's the real deal. The real deal.
I like Indiana. I like Indiana.
That's better.
I like the Halliburton kid. I like Nemhard. I like Miles Turner, and they got Hill, obviously, and what's the guy name that comes off the bench, the shooter, Matherin. So they're good at, and Rick Carlisle's a very, very good coach, championship level coach.
Yeah.
You know, and they're in the East, and I think it's going to be tough, but I can see them getting there, knocking off a team or whatever the case is. But they're young, and they just gaining it. They lost a lot of close games last year, and they might look to get over the hump this year. But I like Indiana a lot, man. I don't know who they drafted this year, but Nemhard looked really good in the summer league. And granted, it's only summer league, but he was playing pretty good during the season when Halliburton got hurt. But look, I mean, if you're in the East, and as long as the Knicks is there, you got a chance, man. You got a chance because they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something, to move something, to move somebody. Something gonna happen, and it's all good right now.
You talk about the Knicks?
Yeah. Like the guy that I really like on the Knicks, and I like the Knicks. I'm gonna tell you what, the Knicks made a good move when they got DiVincenzo.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good move right there. That's a good move. They gotta get rid of Randall, though. You gotta get rid of Randall. You gotta get rid of. He's no good. Not basketball wise. Just he's no good for that team. Like he think he the man. Like no, Brunson is the man. Just move out the way, man.
Facts.
Let the man do his thing. But 6 man of the year, this and that, I don't mean nothing. 6 man, whatever. Lou Williams won that 12 times already. What happened to him? Nothing. Whatever. But I like Indiana. To answer your question, I think Indiana.
Damn, we got astray. We weren't even in the question.
Got a stray bullet.
Damn. All right.
I think gonna make the Obi to Obi Toppin connection too, because y'all traded Obi to him for a bag of peanuts. Y'all traded Obi to the Pacers for a bag of peanuts.
Hold on. Obi Toppin's on the
Pacers.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't gonna play. Don't worry about that. He ain't gonna play, bro.
It'll be interesting because I like the kid they drafted.
Taylor Hendricks.
No.
Who? From the Pacers?
Yeah, the Pacers.
Yeah, who they drafted?
Taylor Hendricks. I didn't think he was them.
Didn't they draft Isaiah Jackson?
Jarris Walker.
Jarris Walker.
Walker, yeah.
Like Jarris
He's the
Walker.
Pacers?
Yeah, he's on the
Oh,
Pacers.
he's so gay. Oh, you Miles, I'm bugging. My bad. I don't know where Hendricks went. The hell with Hendricks.
Yeah, I don't. I don't
He
know.
got traded. I think he went to like Washington.
Yeah, it was a trade. That's my bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Jarris Walker's on there, but that's to Miles' point. When the trade happened, I'm like,
They
Obi-
did draft Taylor
Obi
Henderson first, right?
Obi can smile. Obi can smile all he want. He gonna probably get the
Right.
same playing time.
That's exactly. There you go. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play.
Oh, yeah, you're
Can't
right.
do it. Can just jump all over the place. There's a bunch of guys that can do that, man. Come on, man.
And
Obi Toppin should be averaging 3-4 blocks a game, 8-9 rebounds. You want to score. Everybody can score.
That's facts.
Find your niche.
with that
Guys don't want to
athleticism,
do that, man. Right.
with that athleticism, I guarantee
They
if he
don't want to do it.
if he was going to give you 3-4 blocks a game, Tibbs would have gladly played that man.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. Rick Carlisle is an old school coach. I'm telling you, it's an old school dude. Old school coach.
And they got
You
you even mentioned you mentioned the key pieces Tyrese and Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, but they got Brucey B over there too. Where
yeah.
he getting playing time?
Like $40 million a year, by the way.
who's that?
Bruce Brown.
Oh,
He's
Bruce
on
over
Patriots.
there?
Yeah, he over there too.
Oh, yeah. Give me that.
Overpaid like a mug, though.
Give me that. It don't matter. He deserved it. He won a championship. Get overpaid one time.
So this is what I want to
time.
say. I want to say regarding that for our listeners. There's a little educational moment, a little basketball nerd moment. We're gonna transition. Miles can tell us his team. We're gonna transition to football and end the show off. Little for our basketball nerds. Fred VanVleet, Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, which everybody thought was going to get the veteran minimum. He got like $6 million.
Yep.
The new CBA has it where before the beginning of the season, they have to have spent 90% of the cap. It used to be they had to the last day of the season that they had to spend 90% of the cap, which means being that they have to put the money out much earlier, you see these contracts because the money had to be spent. So in a team like Houston, we got to spend this money anyway. So let's go pay Fred. Let's go play Dylan Brooks. Let's play Jeff Green. They was going to get Brook Lopez too, but Brook wanted, hey, bring my brother over with me. And they wasn't paying both of them. That's why you see a lot of these players getting these contracts, because part of it is these teams had to spend 90% of that salary cap before the season even started.
Right.
Valuable information.
It is. I think I mentioned it last week. I think I
You might have mentioned that.
I didn't
yeah.
know it like the full extent, like the 90% of the cap, but yeah. What was it? My team, for the question that you asked before, I think Houston is a big time sleeper this year. Like, one, they got a really good coach in Ime. They brought in Fred. He's going to bring that championship playoff caliber point guard to the team, which, I mean, they could have KPJ come off the bench, and then they'll have a
Good luck.
I know. Good luck. I think they should trade him, but I mean, they could keep him, but he's pretty much lost his spot at this point.
Yeah.
They got Jalen Green. They got a deep squad, deep, young dudes that are just going to get up and down and run.
They got rid of a distraction for Jalen Green too. They got him up. They got his friend up out of there.
We ain't getting into that, but Jalen Green, he's
Pause. Dion, do you know what he's referencing?
Yeah. Look, man, if I have no problem with that, man. If that's they thing, that's they thing, but it is what it is, man. I have no issue with that at all. Love everybody, I just feel like that's their thing, They seem happy, so
yeah, them videos. Wow, that's wild, man.
But I know what I know what you're talking about, Tony.
I am, bro. I'm in tears, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, but the Rockets, they got Jabari Smith, they got Sengun, like they got all these guys on this team. So it's about like getting that coach in there, because Silas wasn't doing it. He wasn't motivating them.
I like Silas, by the way.
Miles, I agree with you to a certain extent. I just feel like you got a guy like Ime over there. He's he's a he ain't no championship coach. He ain't win nothing. All right, he's a good defensive coach. All right, but knowing the way that young people think today, like I just feel like they don't have the maturity over there with enough veterans. Like Fred is, he gonna come in there talking that championship stuff. Them dudes don't want to hear that, man. You gotta have a certain type of work ethic and discipline. I mean, I just feel me personally. I just feel like the jumping Green. I just feel like he's not mature enough. KPJ, you can forget it. Like he's lucky to be in the NBA after what he did in Cleveland with to that GM.
Crazy.
And I just feel like Sengun is good, you know, but I just feel like knowing that they know what Udoka did, that might turn into a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because they so immature. You know what I mean? You never know. I might be reading it too much. I just feel like I'm not putting my stock in Houston for anything. Like them jokers over there, it's like EYBL for 82 games.
He's
I don't
right.
know
82
about that.
games.
No, Miles, he's right. Miles, I told you I saw him playing.
Yo,
82
that was
games.
last
Look
year.
upset,
That was
Miles.
last year. Look, they brought in Fred. They brought in Dylan Brooks to bring that toughness. They brought in Jeff Green to be that veteran presence. So
Their best players.
No. No, you're right, Miles. You're absolutely right. I agree with you. But KPJ, Jalen Green, can they take that? Can they be like, I'm gonna be receptive to that? Them dudes, I just feel like they're like, yo, I'm young, I'm 21, 22. I want to hear about it. They calling them old.
Yeah.
You know, they trying to show them like, and that's what's missing in the NBA. Like, there's no veteran. Like, you know, I was listening to something with Sam Cassell when he came in. He was scared of Vernon Maxwell, scared of Otis Thorpe, scared. Like, he don't want to talk. Because if you say something out of pocket, you're either going to get slapped or they're going to be like, yo, nobody asked you to talk. You can't even do that today because, you know, mental health is and being bullied and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the younger guy, it's almost like the younger guys are running the organizations, to be honest with you. You know, he's an older guy. And then some management or ownership are like, you know, they want to appease the young guys because they're so uber talented and they going off of potential of what they can do. Look at Denver. You got Jokic, second round pick. You got, you know, Michael Porter bought into his role. You got Murray. He was good, but he got hurt, so he got a chip on his shoulder. You got Bruce Brown, who's like a journeyman or whatever the case is. You know, and you got Christian Braun, who's a young dude. He like the only young dude on the team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know, it all got to come together with, you know, like some young guys, the coach. Mike Malone has been coaching them for years. They ain't fired him because, you know, they lost in the final or whatever. And then, I don't mean to jump from topic to topic, like the Celtics trading Marcus Smart for Porzingis is just insane. Insane. But whatever. Craziness, man. I'm not trading Marcus Smart. I'm not trading Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis, bro. I'm sorry. I will have Marcus Smart play the 4 before I do that. I'll put him at the 4. I'm not trading him for him.
I couldn't.
He shoots threes.
That's
all
he
he
does.
do is shoot threes.
That's it.
But he gets a couple blocks here and there.
Mazzulla wants to do that. Mazzulla wants to take threes.
Yeah.
That's his thing. He wants to take threes only. Take threes and close shots to the basket. He's D'Antoni. He's a D'Antoni disciple. That's the offense he wants to play. He don't want no mid-range shots. He wants close. You either getting a shot at the basket or you taking a 3. That's the game. And that's why they fell short last year.
Well, he's a mountaineer, so you know.
Oh boy.
It's all good. Didn't Wellington go to West Virginia?
Yes.
All he did was shoot 3.
He's not wrong. That's the game.
I'm just saying. Too soon for that. All right, my bad. My bad.
Hey, what did you want to ask on the football front?
Oh,
I wanted to ask, and I know you guys are familiar with this. I was reading something the other day and just talking to one of the. I still got older guys that I talk to and pick their brain about stuff and ask questions because I'm not. I don't know everything. And we was talking about the Rooney Rule. We was talking about the Rooney Rule, and he asked me, how do you feel about the Rooney Rule? And I'm like, I never thought about it. I mean, I thought about it, but I never really like sat down and thought about it in depth. And I'll tell you guys how I feel about it if you guys want to elaborate on it before I go.
No, you go start it off.
yeah, go right ahead.
Especially with you being a head coach.
No, I know how I feel about it.
I mean, I feel like it's basically like, well, it's basically like let all the minorities get an interview, but we know who we're gonna hire anyway, so it don't matter if you interview or not. I just feel like they need to do away with it. I mean, you got guys like Jeff Saturday who's getting jobs, who just was coaching like high school football. Todd Haley. I don't know if you guys know who Todd Haley is. He coached one of the team. I think he coached the Steelers or the Chiefs or something like that. But he never played football, high school, college, nothing, and became a head football coach in the NFL. He was a golfer in college. But his dad was an executive in the NFL. So he worked his way up, and became a head coach, which is just ridiculous. But, they use this rule to say, well, we're going to give minorities an interview and be fair. You got to hire the best person for the job. That's the way I feel, whether it's black, white, whatever the case is. But the fact that they have a rule in place to say that we're going to give minorities an interview just because it's just utterly ridiculous to me.
Hit the nail on the head. That's how I feel about it. I mean, I think it's all just for show. It's checking a box. It's not something that I ever thought was useful or constructive in any kind of actual way. It doesn't lead to any more black hires in the NFL. In a league that's predominantly black, you kind of just have a defensive coordinator come in. Part of the problem is it's deeper than that. Part of the problem is that they don't let black coaches coach offense in the NFL. And in the NFL, there's a stigma that if you coach offense, you're a smarter guy than if you coach defense. Coaching defense is like that's seen as something that isn't as intellectually involved as coaching offense. So they don't let black people coach or black personnel, right, coach on the offensive side of the ball. And so that automatically eliminates a lot of them from these head coaching positions because the NFL has trended more towards offensive football as opposed to defensive football for the last 10 years, right? Now you see these openings. These guys like Mike Kafka for the Giants, these guys are getting a ton of opportunities because teams want to score points. Teams want quarterback whisperers. That's the game. You want to find a guy who can whisper, who can make your quarterback turn into the next Justin Herbert or the next whoever, right? Whoever you want to name, Patrick Mahomes, right? So that's the real problem. It's systemic. Like it is in real life. It just mirrors real life. That's all it is, right? So the Rooney Rule is just a nonsensical box checking mechanism they put in place to make black people feel like they're validated, not just the black people in the league, but also black fans, right? And to kind of keep them, just make you feel like there's some real progress there. But it's all a wicked low game they're playing, and it's not progressive in any real way. They should do away with it. It doesn't do anything. And the real change that should happen is that you should get more people of color coaching on the offensive side of the ball. I think if you did that, you have a chance.
What they do with the like the black guys that's trying to be a head coach, well, you got to be a coordinator for 3 years or whatever the case is, and then you see if you can get a head job here in college or whatever the case is. I mean, the guy that coached the Cardinals, he got fired.
Wilkes. Kingsbury.
He got fired at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And then got the job at Arizona. It's crazy.
What side of the ball?
Joe Judge coaching special teams. gets the Giants job. It's it is what it is, man. I'm just and what I'm tired of is these old the NFL is just recycling. They just recycle coaches. Like Sean Payton. Sean Payton shouldn't be coaching football. Sean Payton should not be coaching NFL football after what he did with that Bounty Gate stuff in New Orleans
Crazy.
and all that. He should not be coaching football at all. But they'll do whatever they need to do to win. He got that Super Bowl in his back pocket. And they'd be like, well, he's a Super Bowl coach. I read they subpoenaed. You know who got suspended from Bounty Gate? Him. He got suspended. Everybody else got off because he initiated. It was his idea. That's who you want running your organization?
Crazy.
No, thank you.
Crazy.
Maybe he could go run the Jets.
Hey,
I'm joking, Miles. I'm joking.
How you feel about Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets?
Love it, man. Love it. I love Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, my dude.
That's your dude.
Even though he does all the crazy stuff with other kids, Aaron Rodgers, my dude. When it comes to quarterback, like playing quarterback, you can't. Like he's more talented than Tom Brady. All right, but Brady had a better system and all that, whatever the case is. But Jets gonna be good. And Aaron Rodgers, what he does is he plays old school football. Yo, you gotta catch the ball.
Yeah.
If you don't catch it, he ain't gonna pass it to you, or he gonna say something to you.
Yeah.
Because he's that good, and I think those young guys will respect him. The wide receivers. I like Rodgers. I'm surprised they were able to get him. I couldn't believe if I was Green Bay, no way in hell. You can have Jordan Love. I'm not giving you him. But they gave him up. But my last Aaron Rodgers point, if I was Aaron Rodgers, I would have quit when I had the chance to host Jeopardy. I'd have quit.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have quit. Yo, could you imagine that? You won a Super Bowl. Now you hosted Jeopardy.
It's crazy.
For the rest of your life, man. Do you know how he can still do it. That's iconic stuff, man. Alex Trebek. You transition from Trebek to Rodgers. He should have did it, man.
Yeah, it was gonna be even better once he brings a ring to New York. Then
if he do that,
Miles gets a little carried away, guys. Miles gets a little carried away sometimes.
Hey, they might need the Rooney Rule for Jeopardy, bro.
Let LeBron host Jeopardy. Right. Let LeBron do it.
LeBron mess around and be president.
Right. Let LeBron host Jeopardy. Come on down, LeBron. Host Jeopardy.
Hey, a hot take before we move on football. The Giants are going to win the Super Bowl before the Jets do. Just a hot take. The Giants will win the Super Bowl before the Jets do.
Danny Dimes going to be out of here in 2 years.
All right. Okay. Keep making jokes about Daniel Jones. I'm telling you, they're going to win the Super Bowl before y'all do. We're going to win the Super Bowl before you guys do. I'm telling you. Just watch. Salah's going to get fired. Just watch.
Y'all don't even know how to treat your players.
Well, shut up.
That's true.
Well, how? True. Who's getting mistreated? Don't say Saquon. Don't say Saquon.
How does he not have a contract?
Guys,
that's crazy.
Guys, it's the market. It's
your best player.
Market.
He's your best player.
So what? He's a running back. He wanted like $15 million a year. There's no way the Giants can responsibly do that. You have to take this slow. They're gonna pay him, but you gotta pay him within reason. Because you still gotta.
Well, yo, if he was Christian McCaffrey, he would have been paid by now.
Oh,
he already got paid twice.
Oh, the Panthers are idiots. It's just them being dumb. It's malpractice. Don't make this. See, because then I hate when I'm on the other side of race things. I hate it. Because you know how I am, Miles. I can't stand it. But let's be real, bro. That was malpractice by the Panthers. They traded him. They acknowledged the mistake. They traded him because he was getting overpaid. They acknowledged their mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. They were not winning.
Mistake, bro.
They were not winning with him. So
you should never have that much money allocated to a running back. The running back position is literally one of the least important in football. Saquon's that good, where we can talk about it differently. Saquon's an anomaly. I'll give you that.
You're gonna find out how important it is. this season.
He's gonna play. He's gonna get paid. He's gonna get what is it today? Today what? What's today?
You guys have
11.
until Monday. You guys have until Monday.
No, we don't until the 17th. 17th. I thought it was. He's gonna get paid.
Next Wednesday. All right, fine.
Get paid. Yo, he will be paid, and I'll be flying to Cabo. He'll be paid. He'll be paid. Just watch. He'll be a giant for the next 3 years.
Hey, he might be flying to Cabo with you. I don't know if he'll get paid.
Maybe.
Just make sure when they build that statue of LeBron, he got his MVP trophies in his suitcase. All the traveling he did. Stopped everywhere. Terrible.
We didn't even touch on that, bro.
Hey.
Terrible.
Hey.
Yo,
Dion's
crazy,
bro.
Am I lying?
Am I lying? I wanted to touch on the Asante Samuel Sauce Gardner thing, but we're gonna end off the show with this LeBron conversation. Miles, talk to me your viewpoint.
What on
LeBron? Dion said
places?
it's wild because LeBron, he's been to the finals that many times and with the losing record.
He's holding that against him in a conversation against Michael Jordan. Let's add context. He holds the final record against LeBron in the GOAT conversation. That's what he said. Also, he also holds it against him that he's a modern day professional now who will change where he works occasionally. He holds that against him too. Suitcase. That's why he said the suitcase thing. And Michael Jordan never left. He never left the Chicago, but he did go play baseball. But we're not gonna count that. That's fine.
Look, two things could be true. Michael Jordan's 6-0 in the finals, impressive. 2 3-peats, impressive.
That's crazy.
But LeBron making the finals 10 straight years. What was it, 9 or 10 straight years?
I think it was me.
Regardless if he won or not, because it's not like he wasn't going up against some of the best teams in the league. Like he went up against Durant on Golden State twice. Who's what? Jordan can't even beat that team. And that's a fact.
Really? You want me to go?
I knew you might as well, because when you reacted, you might as well go.
Look, if Michael Jordan had went to the finals 10 times and lost 6 and won 4, he would have just gave back the 4 championships he won. He'd be like, yo, I didn't do nothing, man. This is crazy. Everybody keep alluding to, oh, he left and he went to play baseball and all that. He did. Like, he got bored. He got tired, whether it's his father passing away or whatever the case is. But to come back and then three-peat again, I can't even put it in words, man. That's crazy. 2 3-peats is crazy.
It is. But when I compare the level of talent he played against LeBron, it don't stack up. That Golden State team was the greatest team ever assembled. That KD Golden State team, you know that.
No, the greatest team ever assembled was the 72-10 Chicago Bulls.
Oh, that he happened to play.
What are you talking about? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that team.
Hey, to his point though, respectfully, being objective on this, they actually finished and won it though. The 73-9 Golden State.
Yeah,
they lost.
I ain't arguing with that. I ain't gonna argue with it. That's fine. That's fair. I'm just saying, from an objective talent standpoint, there's never been a more talented team ever put together than that Golden State team with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. And if they were healthy, they're going to win every year. If he was healthy, they were going to win every year. If Draymond Green didn't call him out of his name, he'd probably still be there right now. That's what we're looking at. And they would have won a bunch of championships. It would just be sickening. It would just be sickening. And that's what LeBron to go up. And he had Kyrie. Kyrie was hurt every other year. Kevin Love was a shell of himself, and he had to go up there and try to play those guys, and it was a nightmare. And LeBron had the single greatest finals game in NBA history that no one seems to ever talk about. Game 1.
What game was that?
Game 1, 2017? 2017?
JR game. The JR
20.
The JR game. The JR messed. The JR. See, I can't curse on the podcast. The JR game where he messed up, where he he didn't call timeout. Right?
Yeah, I know the game, but how is that the greatest game in finals history?
Yeah, we're gonna go back and watch it together, bro. That's what we're gonna do.
Did you see Michael? Well, you didn't see Michael Jordan against the Blazers in 1993 when he hit 6 threes. Clyde? Yes, he's playing good. How about Clyde? Yes. Come on, man. Yo, Clyde, Barkley, Magic, Utah twice. Come on, man.
No.
Come on.
Now compare that to LeBron's track record of opponents in the finals. That's all I'm going to say.
Dwight Howard.
It wasn't Dwight.
Who else did he play against? Who he played against?
It was KD, Steph. Who else we got? Steph, Russ, James Harden. Who else we got on the list of
those guys were young. Those guys were young, man.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
Those guys were young.
Tim Duncan, Manu, Tony, Kawhi.
That's legit.
Kawhi.
That's legit.
Who else we got here on the list?
Well, who did he lose to? Tell me that.
He lost a lot of guys I named. He lost to Kawhi and Tony and them once.
After they woke up. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you see how he does that. That's crazy.
After they woke up. Okay, who else?
What really happened there was Dwayne Wade just, his knees gave out on him. He started messing with Gabriel Union. He couldn't play basketball no more. Something like that happened. I don't know.
That was a number the Mavericks did on him. That was nice. That was
the Mavericks. To watch, Mavericks. Yes.
That was nice to watch.
That
was nice to watch.
I'm a hold the
Mavericks. Just don't believe the hype, man. Don't believe the hype.
I watched it in real time. Yo,
he's good. He's good. He's one of the greats. He'll always be one of the greats.
He's good.
It's like
what is
you need.
Crazy.
He's good. He's great. He's great. He's great.
Second greatest player of all time.
One of the greats.
Second greatest player of all time to you? No. Who's second?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Come on, man.
So you got MJ, Kareem.
Then who?
I got MJ, Kareem, Bill Russell.
Oh, hell.
Yo, Bill Russell wasn't good? Yo, you're crazy.
That's crazy. The
level of disrespect. You know what? We're gonna have a press conference for Greg to announce where he's going, like LeBron did. Because you're off the chain, bro.
Bill, off the strength that Bill was able to find a white partner in Boston in the 60s during segregation.
I'll have no comment for that. I have no comment on that.
I ain't putting them top to you of that alone, bro.
Please don't put this on there that I said anything about his partner. Bill was he's a good man. He tried to fight for equality with Black athletes. And if he chose to, date outside his race, I mean, that's on him.
What's your final two since Greg cut you off with the Bill Russell?
That's crazy, bro.
LeBron, I put LeBron.
I feel you got Timmy in your top five.
No. I'll put LeBron in there.
Thank
LeBron's good.
Yeah, you doing him a favor, right?
I'll put LeBron in there. And then Will.
Oh gosh.
Will.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I got a headache, bro. The Bill Russell one is crazy.
You saying John Stockton is terrible is crazy.
I didn't say that.
Off the chain, bro.
I didn't say that.
Yo, how can you say that? How? Please explain to me how John Stockton is now one of the. Who did you say was better than him? Chris Paul. What?
Chris Paul.
Come on, man.
That's what I said. I didn't say he's terrible. But John Stockton's an all-time great. I just said that if you're going to ask me who I think is better, I'm going to say Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul's offensive game is more evolved. I think Chris Paul he's a victim of playing in this era of basketball.
Chris Paul is a jinx. Wherever he go, they lose. That's what happens to him. Wherever he go, he be trying to tell everybody, yo, this how you do it. No, you ain't did nothing. Like, I ain't trying to hear nothing. You get hurt, you gonna get hurt. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, nobody trying to hear him. Like, now he in Golden State. Draymond got him. My man Draymond got him. Like, what? Don't come over here with that. We got 4 championships, bro. You ain't never win nothing. I want to hear none of that.
That's true.
And I'm very, very happy that Draymond Green did what he did to Jordan Poole. We need. I don't want to promote violence, none of that, but you gotta put these dudes in their place, man, because they talking crazy.
They do.
These young dudes be talking. We had a kid today say to Greg, a kid say to Greg, and I said, Alex, you think you can beat Coach Greg one-on-one, don't you? Because I see it in his eyes, man. Like he believed that. And I'm like, Alex, you have no shot. Like none. Like none at all. But he believed they think they better than us. They think they this, they that. And it's just, they just play dumb basketball, man. It's crazy. Y'all got to come. Miles and Tone, just come and watch. Just come and watch. The only thing you're gonna hear me keep saying over and over is, yo, pay attention, yo. Pay attention. What I just say. Pay attention. Yo, stop talking when I'm talking. Pay attention. What y'all talking about over there? Pay attention. It's crazy.
Hey, we're gonna end off with this. What's your thoughts on the in-season tournament that the NBA has added for the season?
No comment. No comment. I got no comment because I'm gonna just go off. No comment. I'm gonna go off. I got nothing to say. And this is why we need to get rid of Adam Silver. This is the exact reason why that he doesn't need to be the commissioner. He needs to go, man. In-season tournament. What is this? What is this? Next is gonna be, oh yeah, man, halftime show, midget wrestling or some bullshit. Excuse my language, man. God damn. Come on, man. In-season tournament, play-in tournament where none of the stats count. What is this? Where is David Stern? Let me explain something to y'all. If Ja Morant had got caught up the first time, he'd got suspended the whole season. Case closed. David would have suspended him the whole season. The CBA would have been like, this is unfair. He'd have been like, he's suspended. And if he do it again, he's out the league. That's it. That's it. But Adam Silver want to be player friendly because of LeBron James. That's his man. They want to be, hey, what's up, man? You know, man, yeah. Now you got Ja, he got the banging with him. Nothing ain't going to happen. Nothing ain't going to happen. They're going to send him to counseling for 8 days. Who goes to counseling for 8 days?
Don't forget the sit-down interview with Jalen Rose.
8 days? Come on, man. Adam gotta go, man. He is the problem. He gotta go. He's too nice. He wants to be friends with these dudes. Something happened, you suspend these dudes. No pay. You suspended for 85 games, bro. 3 going into the next season. You suspended. And I dare you try to fight it. I would throw your ass out. You do that one time, yo, you got no problems, bro. There ain't never been another brawl in the Palace in the Malice since David.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's it. That's done.
He's right.
Kyrie, I'm out. I ain't going. David, you gonna get the vaccine? You out. Go play overseas.
I'm with you on that. 100%.
Out.
David Stern definitely would have nipped that in the bud.
Out of here. No time to be negotiating with. Because once you open that box, you open it for, you're going to have conversations and they feel like this and they feel like that. Well, we have to cater, they've been this and that, and you're going back and forth. Then it's like, well, who's running the NBA then? Come on, man.
Yep.
Gotta go.
I got no argument.
Rid of them dudes, man.
Yo, Dion, the counter argument for the in-season play-in thing or in-season play-in tournament, whatever it is, right? Whatever we're going to call it, is that he's trying to increase engagement from the fans and give them something to hang on to in the middle of the season.
This game is being watched all across the world, bro. All across the world. The world. We don't need fans to be watching. You don't want to watch in America? Don't watch. It's watched all across the world. Adam Silver is the reason why Morant keep getting in trouble. Then you said, what do you got? 25 games?
25 games. 25.
25 games. 25 games.
Crazy.
Yo, he's supposed to be suspended for the season, yo.
I agree.
He's supposed to come back next year if you don't come back with the right attitude. And you need to cut your hair, too. Cut your hair. Cut your hair, bro. Cut your hair. Cut your hair down. Cut your hair down, man. Cut your hair down. You know what? You don't want to do it? I'm going to implement a rule. You know, you got to be well-groomed. You want to play in this league, man. It's too much. They got too much freedom. Dudes showing up with parachutes, walking in the game. Like, what you wearing? What you wearing? Like, look like a man. You a man. Come on, man. Don't get me started, bro.
Nah, we'll have you back on to do it.
Don't get me started, man. It's crazy. Crazy. Dudes just wearing whatever they want to wear. David Stern. Yo, we got a dress code. Take the do-rag off. Look like you going to work. It's a job. We paying you. It's a union here. All this, everybody click. All this. It's Greg era, man. It's your era, Greg.
It's my era.
Your era, man.
Yo, Miles the same age as me.
Miles different, man. Miles trying to learn.
What y'all
You
learn?
ain't trying to learn. You agree with Morant, man. You think they picking on Morant.
Oh, you
Think they picking on him.
what's it? This is called it's called slander, bro. What you doing is slandering me in real time, bro.
Look, all right, Greg, if you was commissioner for a day, what would you do if Morant, this is second offense, you commissioner for a day?
I'm suspending him for the whole season. I came on the podcast and I said that. Did I not say that? I said we got to suspend him for the entire season. The Kyrie thing? Yo, listen, Kyrie getting suspended for the whole season off the rip. Off the initial denial of the vaccine. Off the initial.
Well, with something like that, you got to be careful how you go about it. But he will get suspended. I'll make sure I suspend
him
because you got to approach it in the sense that, like, look, I know this is your choice. I get it. I'm not forcing you to do it, but you always got to use that word.
Yeah, right.
Our policy states.
Yeah.
Whenever you hear that, the policy states, that means it's not on me.
No choice.
Yeah, it's on choice. You got to go, bro.
Dion, in my day job, I tell people that. That's what I was telling people during COVID. Yo, our policy states, you want to work for us, you got to get the vaccine. I would do that. I would play nice with Kyrie at first. The second it get out of pocket. Hey, yo, listen. Actually, scratch that. When he posted the anti-Semitic thing, gone. I'm telling you, Dion, bro.
Oh, David Stern for anti-Semitic?
David Stern would have had him up out of there. Give me
David Stern. Yo, David Stern would have been like, yo, my man, come to the office, bro. Bring everybody. Bring your representatives. This might be the last time.
Bring them.
What? Yo, David would have been like, you're out of here. You're never playing again. And yo, that video was crazy. Yo, he'd have been like, man, you're done. You're done, bro. Like, see you later. You can sue the NBA all you want. You ain't playing in this league no more. You ain't playing it. Did you see what he did to Jeff Van Gundy one year? Jeff Van Gundy, after a game, got to the podium and was like, this is the worst playoff officiating that I have ever seen in the history of the NBA, and da-da-da-da-da. $250,000 fine. The highest fine ever.
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 I never heard of a fine that high before.
150, my bad. 150. Find them. Find them. Here's the other thing, too. The NBA, these dudes are like complaining to the refs every minute. They get a call, they turn. Yo, let me talk. Yo, just call a tech. Yo, tech, keep arguing, man. You see how they're doing baseball? You play baseball. You can't argue balls and strikes, bro.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You're out of here.
Yeah.
You're out of here.
That's not even a thing. You don't have a conversation like that.
It's too much wiggle room. It's too much wiggle room in the NBA. It's too much wiggle room. That's all I gotta say, man. Just too much, man.
He gave you content gold here, Tone. This is content gold.
Bruh.
You can cut the Price Walls out of pocket. That's fine. It's content.
We're gonna talk after I finish with it. But yo, basically, we're gonna break it down like this, though. This is across life. You need to be able to separate facts from feelings. That goes for the NBA and that goes for your life. If you relying on feelings, you ain't making the right decision. You got to look at the facts. And if you stay ready, it's a fact. You ain't got to get ready. Bench mob, we out. Peace.
Peace. That was a nice close.